Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is episode 45 of Modular Mayhem. And I'm sad to say this will be the last episode. The world really is becoming very laggy, especially around the base. And I don't really feel like there's heaps left to do that I need to move the base for. So I thought I'd just show you a couple of things in the world before we shut it down, so to speak, and jump over to the new pack, which I might do at the end of this episode just to sort of show you the start of it and what I've done there. So I just sort of show you this. This is one of the new ChromatiCraft plants. It's an ivy, and this could be one of the reasons why there's a bit of lag. It may not. It's you get close to it, the particle effects are quite unreal. I mean, it looks awesome. It really does look awesome, but I don't notice any frame lag when I do this, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you back away and it sort of slowly dies out. Really awesome, effect. And as I said, there's no frame drop from this. You can see up top right hand corner, I'm still hitting around 30 frames a second. But yeah, it's I don't know. Look, as I'm going up here, I'm getting all sorts of stuff. But you know, this is where the miner's still digging a big hole, and everything's still alright. It's just, I'll show you. We'll teleport back to the base. Now I've been at the base today. I have been trying to get a few things done in order to record, and you can see here we're at 10 FPS, 9. I know it's still loading in, but yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. I think it comes down to my base design. If you're going to play the pack, if you haven't started yet or you're still underway and you're not too far through, do yourself a favor and spread your items out. I mean, look at that over there, the ChromatiCraft, glistening off in the distance there where I was trying to do a craft. Yeah, do yourself a favor, spread your base out. It really does help. Maybe don't have so many chunks loaded at once. And I'm getting 11 FPS here, whereas I was getting 30 over at that other area. And as I said, it's because I've got a lot of stuff chunk loaded. It's just done a world backup. There's all sorts of stuff going on, items flowing through pipes here. Even this alone is probably causing a little bit of frame rate lag. Mr. Enderman, how you doing? So yeah, I think. Yeah, and now it rains. Just to add a little bit more in. What I was trying to do is I was trying to make. Wow, I can't even change. Let's go downstairs, see if that helps. That's a little better. Hit 17 down here. I'll sleep through the night to get rid of that rain. I was trying to make the void armor from EssentialCraft, just to do a couple other things in EssentialCraft. You can see here I'm actually using more power than I'm generating at the moment. To make the void armor, let's see if I can see this in here. Where are we? That's more. I was going to make this stuff here. To make this requires 2 nether stars here, but then there's another nether star in this. So it requires 3 for that. 2 for that, so it's 5. Same thing, 5. 8. 9, 10, 11. So I'd need 11 nether stars. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd try Matter Overdrive for a bit. So I fought the Wither enough to get 5 nether stars in here. So it's now creating nether stars for me. As you can see here, this is pulling 7,856 RF a tick, and I've got the decomposer over here. I just threw a bunch of these android torsos and stuff which has been building up from the mob farm. because they're 576 km of matter, and this requires 1024 each, I think. 1002. So yeah, put tons of power. Tons of power. This one's pulling 2.5, 3, and I think my generator only puts out 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 thousand RF a tick. So I just sort of, as you can see, it's laggy down here, and I guess, you know, it's a little bit difficult for me to play, and it's got to be a little bit difficult for you guys to watch. So just for giggles, I thought I'd make a little bit more power generation. So I've made another. Stop it. Alright, turbine. I made another 6 turbines. Just gonna throw them on and see what we get. Auto crafting for the win. Oops. So what are we now producing? 7,500. So I can probably make another 3 or 4, and perhaps balance myself out. Enderman, you left your block behind. But yeah, as you can see, very difficult to play the game now. So sorry if you guys are still enjoying watching it. I may come back to the pack. I'm not going to trash the world or anything like that. I'm still going to keep it intact. So occasionally I might be able to come in here and maybe a mod update will help, or I'll perhaps start breaking items to see whether I can just get the FPS up a little bit more from 9. But yeah, so I'm going to cut the video here, and we'll switch over to the new world, I guess. So perhaps this will be the end of something and the start of something new. So back in a second. Okay, everyone. So welcome to the new world. This is the Revolution 2 mod pack, and it's on the AT launcher this time. Change of launcher for this pack, but so far it's a little bit different. This one, they've made a lot of tweaks, a lot of changes. Things like, I think torches burn out after a while. Yeah, it's got, you can see in the distance there, we've got ChromatiCraft in this pack. So what I might do is we'll go through the mod list. I just need to get some wood quickly. If this will actually cut through it. Hey. Okay, I guess it's got some sort of vein miner, or oh, that's right. The pack has Enviromine in it, which I think adds a lot of stuff in the way of physics. It is a little bit laggy today, which is weird. It wasn't laggy last time I tried to play, so hopefully I don't have the same issues I did on the previous pack. That would be fantastic, going from one to the other and carrying the problem with me. So let's grab these things. Wow. Alright. Okay. So I'll give you a bit of an introduction to what I've done. I will have to tweak some settings, I think. So just give me 1 second and I'll just tweak a couple of settings and we'll make it a little bit smoother. Okay, I hope that's slightly better. I've just played with a couple of the settings and hopefully that's going to work. I was going to break down this floor here. This is a Better Dungeons, I think. Dungeon. You can see the stairs go down here. I've put torches down there, which, as I said, torches burn out, so I'm a little bit wary of what's going. The sounds are quite comical, actually, of what's going to happen when the torches burn out. But let's throw a crafting table down. Let's make a couple of chests. Hopefully, I can set up a way of blanking off that walkway. So let's grab the chest. Yeah. Whoops. Chest here. Yeah, let's get rid of these bits and pieces. All the junk. Well, you can see the pack has a lot of the Raker mods. So it's got ChromatiCraft, ElectroCraft, RotaryCraft, ReactorCraft, and it's a HQM pack. So we'll have a look in the book in a second. So you can see it's also got some Thermalcraft. I'm going to chuck a couple of these in here, I guess. Right, so you can see there it's got guns. Let's just get myself set up. Right, so first things first, I'll show you the map. Oop, not that button. No, or that one. Try that one. Okay, I'll need to be outside to show you the map. Let's just step out the front. Coming night time. That work? Yep. Okay, so I spawned over here. You see I put a little tag for spawn. I had an issue in when I spawned near this swamp biome here, and for some reason it was spawning in sharks out of control. Like there was quite literally, I think 1,000 sharks got killed off. I had to do a command to kill that, whatever it is, kill animal shark or something, kill all shark. I had to do that to be able to move because it lagged right out. And it said it was about 1,000, 1,100 sharks or something were spawned in this area. And so I started to move away. Oh, it's raining. Torches are probably going to go out. I started to move away and I ran the command again and it's killed off another 400. But you can see there by the map that I've travelled a fairly long way. I wonder if I can get this. I'll get you outside. There we go. Travelled all the way up. I looked around. There's all sorts of bits and pieces. Obviously, I didn't get that block. I found a hut here, which is where I got the bed from. And then I've just sort of come all the way over here, and I settled near this magical forest, rainbow forest. But I'm not in it. I'm actually on the outside of it, in a plains biome. Just I figured nice big source of wood, source of dyes, all that sort of thing. I know it's similar to my previous pack, but the rainbow trees no longer spread the rainbow forest, so I'll probably deforest a fair bit of this in making areas. But I figured it's relatively flat, but you've still got some nice environment. The pack uses RTG, real terrain generation, for its terrain generation, which is great because you get all sorts of rolling hills and creeks and stuff. And I swear I turned that off. I did turn off the ball lightning spawning, but it must have the pack's been updated again, so it must have turned it back on. See if I can sleep. The pack has better sleeping in it, so I may not be able to sleep through every night, which is a bit hard. But just to make things a bit different. So just we'll quickly look through here, through the mod list. You can see here AE2, AgriCraft's in this pack. We've got some of the Thorncraft add-ons, so Automagi, BuildCraft's in here. Here's the better sleeping mod, which alarm clock, sleeping pill. Okay. BiblioCraft, Big Doors, which would come in handy in our multiplayer series with the crawling up the wall thing. So, Biomes Plenty, which I think it's still, the RTG still uses Biomes of Plenty for its generation, but we're not using its world generation. Botania, which you would have seen when I went outside, all the flowers everywhere. Carpenter's blocks, catwalks, chisel, ChromatiCraft, looking for blockheads. RotaryCraft, as I said before, Ender.io, Ender Zoo, enhanced inventories, which not too sure about. Enviromine, which, as I was saying before, gives the gravity basically, a few other bits and pieces. What else we got here? Don't know what this one does. Et Futurum. Perhaps that's, it's got this purple. That's part of the new Minecraft. So maybe these are some blocks from 1.8 and onwards. Huey's Workshop. So the continuation of Steve's Workshop. Exotic Birds. Expanded Industry, which gives these different hoppers, some different tracks here. What else we got? Extra cells, extra utilities, forestry, which I think there's a little bit of a bug in the forestry recipes at the moment in this pack, because as I said, it is a beta pack. There's GalactiCraft in here, Galaxy Space, so that adds extra planets and other ores and stuff. Garden containers. Garden stuff, Gendustry, so that's bee mutation, technological setup. What have we got? Harder ores, which is what the ore generation's based on. So it doesn't spawn the same way as normal. There's bits and pieces everywhere. I think this one does it in veins. So you'll find a vein of copper, for example, and it might end up in a big area, like a big generation, a mother lode, so to speak, at the end of it. So you'll have to find the ores. So we'll get into that as I start learning what I can and can't do for mining. Harder wildlife, don't know. Immersive engineering and integration, Jabber, logistics pipes, modular power suit, that might come in handy. Matter overdrive is in here as well. Model citizens, okay. Mutant creatures, so I'm a little bit worried about that. We have some things that may chase us around. Open computer, Pam's Harvestcraft, player rugs, ChromatiCraft. So there's a lot of the mods from the previous pack. Not all of them. You know, it would have been MagneticCraft. I guess I played to death in the last pack too, so you don't really want to see that again. It's got modular turrets, which will come in handy with the mutant creatures. RailCraft, ReactCraft. It's got refined relocation as well. RF tools, that could be cool. I'm not sure about this rock handling mod. Storage drawers, Thorncraft. So yeah, you can see it's got a lot of stuff from previous pack, but it's got a lot of magic stuff as well. And yeah, it should be an interesting playthrough. One of the things it also has is the dynamic surroundings mod, which I'm hoping doesn't cause any issues like it kind of did on the last one. I think it was that one. I think it was that mod that was causing the sound issues. But yeah, so I thought I'd live in this dungeon. We'll work our way through quest book. So pretty much the story goes, you know, wake up in cryosleep 400 years after, I guess, a cataclysmic event, and yep, come back to life and rebuild the world. It sort of sounds like Fallout to me. But yeah, so it's got a, what did it say there? It's only 22 quests unlocked at the moment, but they're all going to be sort of basic starting Minecraft ones. So you know, I'll go through this, and I might do just a couple of the basic ones off camera. That way you guys aren't watching me punch trees and make beds and probably make some iron tools. That's cool. Get the miner's backpack. So I'll probably do the quest, but I may not hand it in. We'll wait for the next episode to hand in the quests, because there's some stuff here that I don't know, like this sluice, this wooden sluice one here. I'm not sure what that's all about, so that'll be something interesting to get into. I'll definitely record this piece, but yeah, as I said, some of these other ones, not so much. But what I might do is I'm just going to cut here for a second, and I'll work out a few things, and we might come back, and maybe I'll get a couple of these done. So be back in a second. Alright, so I just thought I'd come back. I've still got a few minutes left for this episode, and thought I'd start working on questing. So one of the first things I need to do is make a quest delivery system, and for that I'm going to need some glass. So I thought I'd show you some of the environment as we go to find some sand. So you can see here, as I was saying about the RTG world generation, it gives these lovely rolling hills. It really does a good job of creating something that's a little bit more lifelike than, apart from having a volcano over there, a little bit more lifelike than standard Minecraft generation. All these different sounds are a bit weird. It's part of that better dynamic surroundings or whatever it is. You walk through grass and it makes some noise. I'm hoping there was some sand down here, being a river area, but it looks like it's mainly gravel, which is a bit of a downer. But yeah, definitely ooh, maple wood. You can see the gravity in effect there. So that's something else you've got to be very careful of when building in this pack, is that I think it's about 3 blocks. Anything more than about 3 blocks, I think, and it'll fall. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that one's alright, but I think if I put one more on here, yeah, it'll fall off. So you've got to give it support. Jeez, is it night time already? do have a sleeping bag when there's a flamingo. So I don't really want to get caught out here, but the sleeping bag has durability, I think. Let's see. Oh no, just got like a protection level. That's alright. You can see here that it's got these other, I'm not sure what mod this is part of, but this is pretty cool because you can actually claim chunks to be yours. And I believe you can also chunk load using this, which is a great little feature. You give me anything? It's just a big chicken. Okay, now I saw on the map over here was a bit of ChromatiCraft pylon. There's some sand over in this direction. These things here, this is part of the Harder Ores mod. So these flowers spawning up here on the top of the earth indicate that there's redstone somewhere below. You can see there in the right corner where my whaler is in this pack. It says redstone indicator. I believe not all of the flowers are set to automatically spawn. I think it's been turned off in the configs. I think it's only redstone and perhaps copper that are set to automatically spawn. I think the other ones can be brought on with bone meal, but I'll have to look into that to be sure. What I will do though is in the comments or in the description for the video, I will put the website for the pack, because they do explain all the changes they've made, which I have to say there are a lot of changes. So if you're looking at playing the pack, okay. If you're looking at playing the pack, oh yeah, okay, so that was falling down the hill. you'll want to know what changes there are before you get into it. So again, that's part of Enviromine where things tumble down hills, basically. Let's get some gravel and throw it in that spot. Right, so that should be enough sand for the moment. That pylon is going to be a bit of a pain. So we'll go round, I think. Yeah, rabbits. I think there's evil rabbits in this too. Not sure. Last thing I want is an evil rabbit chasing me. I found this ender in the little house that I was talking about before. On the way over here. Oh god. Eat the orange, I guess. Apparently I'm peckish. So you can see hunger overhauls in this pack. Hasn't really given me much of a bonus to my hunger level. Oh, coconuts. I don't think it's got spice of life. I hope not. But food does go off. You can see they're rotten. 45%, day 3 of 7. So you do have to eat your food, otherwise it will go rotten, unless you make a freezer, I believe. So you know what? I'm just going to eat it. Should give me some saturation. So yeah, you can just see top right there, I've just come back into my claim chunks. It's generally good for multiplayer servers as well, but in this one I was just going to use it as chunk loading. So yes, farming will be an issue here. What did I get? Carrot seeds. So we will need to clear an area and make a farm. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to end up doing between episodes here. I'll do a little bit more exploration. Can show you a little bit more of the area that we came through. Now we've got a lot of different biomes here. There's some snow. This is one of the streams, so it's like a flowing river. Okay. Something making funny noises. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll end the episode here. We'll come back next episode and we'll get right into this pack and start making it our own area. I'll go through these quests as I said before, do a few of them, start learning how to mine and get resources, because as I said, there are a lot of changes done in this pack. And we've got a few things here. They are still adding quests to the pack. As I said, it is a beta pack. And yeah, I think the next update there'll be more quests added. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this pack. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot to do, and that there's enough in it that's different from the previous one. As always, if you like the episode, please hit that like button. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Links to the pack will be in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.